Hello, and welcome back. This is another Nirvana tune. This is an absolute classic. I imagine most people will just skip over this one until they go, I know this one. But I discovered a few things while working this out. I already thought I knew how to play it, and then when I went and tried to play along with the album, I realised it was detuned. It's detuned a whole step. So let's crack on. I'll talk through some of the sounds. The sound's probably as interesting as the song, I think, in some way. So a lot of chorus on this bad boy. Now, tuning first off. Okay, so this is a D. This is a G. I'm checking that I'm in tune as well while I go. That is a C. Next one's F. A. And then another D. Sounds about right to me. Now, once you get into that tuning, it almost sounds like it's got a bit of chorus on it. But when you add the chorus, and here's the settings for the chorus that I'm using, I tweaked about with these a lot. I think basically ignore the EQ on this because it's got almost a bit too much tweakability for me, really. I'm just getting used to it. But the rate and the depth needs to go up. Not so ridiculously that it sounds like you're completely underwater. So it sounds like that. I benchmarked it against the bit where he plays. Because you can hear a bit more of the chorus going on there. With the single note stuff, it's quite difficult to tell. The other addition is just a bit of the Friedman BEOD. That's my DS1 equivalent. So that's what I'm going for there. There's the settings there too. Let's crack on with the riff that you already know, yeah? I'll be amazed if none of you know this, but are still watching anyway. If you are, then thank you for indulging me. So the riff comes in on the 3 ands. You're going to count 1, 2, 3. To the 2nd fret, which is actually an E note. That's the first beat of the bar, okay? You're going to play this. I'll play it through slowly. I'm not going to labour that because you all know it. I know you will. But I'm basically, in terms of fingering, using my first 2 fingers here. So just make sure you're arching your finger to get that nice open, what is now a G, but A string. And walk back down with your 2nd and 1st fingers. And then I use my 2nd finger here. The next riff is awesome. It's very similar to Alice in Chains' Rooster. So you're basically going to play a major chord shape, but you do kind of leave the open, what would be the B is now the A string. So you do hear a hint of that throughout, but sometimes you don't. So the main bit to hit though is the full chord. So let me play it through first. And then you come out of it into that other riff. So that slowly, the rhythm is. So that's the first bar. Then you're going to move to the open A. And you take your fingers off for the very last 8th note. 3rd strike, which will be an upstrike, so it's 1, 2, up. You need that whole chord to sound out. Okay? And leave it ring out while you're doing that. So you can hear that carries on throughout there. Alright, so make sure you get that in there. And then it's just... So you can hold the shape. And then you're going to move to the A. Background the verse again. Alright, I think that's enough on that. Now one other riff and then I'll show you the solo as well, because that's just one phrase repeated, I think. There are 2 guitar parts here, I think, and one is just playing, which is the same as that, but rather than starting it on the 2nd fret, you start on the 7th fret. But I think the main part which you want to play will be distortion on and this. Okay, now at the end of each phrase you might hear that I'm playing the open A, or G as it now is. The 2nd fattest string, I mean. Okay, and that's it. So it's just 2nd fret power chord, 5th fret power chord. Right, solo, and then we're done. Now I think Kurt plays this on one string, and the phrase goes like this. And then it goes into that bit. The solo. At least I think it does. Anyway, that is a super simple solo, which is lovely alliteration. So all on the G string, which is now tuned down to F. And you're going to be playing from the 6th fret to the 9th fret to the 11th fret. And you're going to play 2 notes on the 11th fret. So it goes. Then you're going to play this. So you're holding the 12th fret with my 3rd finger, and on the 11th fret on the next string down, you're going to do a full bend. So you're going to play it, bend up, and play twice. And then once again when you release, and don't forget to put a load of vibrato on it. And then I think you play 2 there as well. But, you know, I mean, it's Nirvana, right? Really, it's not all about accuracy, it's more about the feel and the passion. So, that is it. That is how you play Come As You Are, which you already knew, but if you've made it this far, then thank you for indulging me. Cheers, see you soon, bye.